call to order the Board of Education organizational meeting on January 9th. Would our two newest members like to lead us in the pledge? You're voluntold.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Welcome back, everybody. It's January. Hope everybody had a good break. Welcome very much to Mallory and Holly, our newest members. Hope this is a wonderful, productive, enlightening, fun experience for both of you. I guess we will get started right away with our first agenda item, which is the election of officers. Do we have anybody that is going to make a motion for a slate of officers?
You don't have a slate of officers, in my mind.
Okay.
I would like to move that we elect the following slate to serve us. Having worked closely with Mrs. Callahan in the past presidential role, I nominate Dr. Fossen to serve as president. As our senior board member, I would like to nominate Mrs. Covell to serve as vice president. I would like to nominate Mrs. Tryon to fill that role of secretary. And as our seasoned finance committee member, I would like to nominate Mr. Bashad to serve as treasurer.
And do I hear a second? Second. Okay, and it is now up for discussion.
I mean, yeah, that's great with me as long as I'm not treasurer. I'm great with secretary.
You're the exact same.
That's good. Yeah, I hear your words. You hear my words, yeah. And secretary was very enjoyable. I think you'll be a fantastic secretary. I think that sounds great.
We all know I like to see people move around, work in different parts of the organization with different people, and I think that you all will serve us very well and be good tutors for our new board members.
Yeah, okay.
And I know that you've been doing some strategic planning work already.
Yeah.
And jumped in with Suzanne at the end, so I think
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I started doing some of that with her before she left at the end of the year, so I feel like I'm in a pretty good position to pick up the role from there. And
Yeah.
had a great meeting with Dan last week on that, and to get ready to do this as acting vice president, I have to act until we have a president, so this was fun. Any further discussion? Good. Okay, I think we just need a voice vote on this one, I don't think we need a roll call. So all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay. That is the slate of officers for 2023. Next, discussion items are committee assignments. So this is again a discussion, we can decide who we want to go where and what people feel comfortable. I'll throw out the ideas that I had on it already. Typically, we like to have the two new board members, in the best of worlds, the new board members would both start out on finance because it's a great place to start and really learn about what's going on and dig into the numbers and understand what goes where, why, when, and how. But if we did that, and we haven't done that lately yet anyway, but if we did that, we'd have the three newest board members all on finance together. It might not be the best option. So with CJ being treasurer, it obviously moves us to keep him on finance. And I would suggest that Mary then join on finance as the most senior person here. That will leave Maggie and Kristen both over on curriculum, so that we put each of you on one of the others. And I haven't even talked to you about like which ones you wanted, but let me throw out my thoughts. My thought here is that because you have such a strong background in finance, that you're gonna pick it up like that anyway. So it might be better to put you on curriculum.
Conversation with Julie.
Oh, did you have a conversation with Julie? Okay.
I mean, just for the training, yes, I can understand that.
Okay, yeah, so I was like, I think you're gonna pick that up just by osmosis, by nature of the thing. So it might be good to have you delve into curriculum and start learning that. And then that way you could start on finance, learn that, and then at some point in the future, it's always nice to switch things up and trade at some other point year or two or whatever you feel comfortable, whatever makes sense. So those are my thoughts, but what do you guys think?
Yeah, I understand what finance is, we've all been that, obviously, school education, I think, is there, but yes, I would love to learn more about it, so.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think it makes sense, I think school finance is, a little bit of a different animal. So I think that if you're coming into it really fresh, I think it's great to get, kind of like a fire hose finance, if you know it's brand new for you.
Right.
I think this is a good decision. I did, my first 2 years, I was on the finance committee, and that was a good place for me, because I truly didn't know enough there, but when it came to curriculum, I mean, I didn't know that one inside and out. So, finance was a great place to start. I think that's a good choice, since you've already got that down, kind of like how I had curriculum, no problem, I had stuff to learn in finance. So, all right, sounds like everybody's pretty good on board. All right, and I don't think we need a vote on this, it's just our own internal organization. So, then I guess those will be the committees, and, since you're, CJ, since you're treasurer, you'll be chair, I would assume?
Yes.
Yeah. And I think Maggie, you said
I
you
will
wanted
stay, I will
stay
stay
as
on with chair of the curriculum.
to- okay,
Does everybody know what meetings are this week?
good point. Do people know when the meetings are?
Yeah, so there's a curriculum meeting at 3:30 on Wednesday. And yeah, I know you had brought up the idea of changing the times of those meetings, is that what you're gonna bring up?
Yeah, I was gonna say, if 3 o'clock is doable,
I'm fine with 3 o'clock, I don't know, if Scott's fine with 3 o'clock. I can get with Susan and have her change those times. I know, cause I think she set that through June, right?
Sure, I'll have her changing right now.
Okay. 3, does that work for you though, Mallory? Yeah, I'll make it work. Are you sure?
Well, with 3:30 be better, because it's a bit different.
We've done like 3, 3:15, 3:30, we've done
To
like,
accommodate work
Yeah.
schedule, so if that's, that's of yours, please drop.
I mean, 3:30 might be a little better, just to give that extra half hours that you need all day usually, so that's up to you guys. Right,
Yeah.
if we can leave it at 3:30 this time, and then we can talk about it. Good.
so done and ask Susan.
Okay.
Did not do that.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, and then finance is on Tuesdays,
8:30 tomorrow morning.
8:30.
Meeting is that? Is that fine?
really is good.
Is good?
I don't, it's not a morning,
I got it.
I like
There
it.
you go, folks.
When I was first on finance committee, they were at 7.
So yes, oh
We
yeah.
do that, we
That was
do
the
that.
most of the time here, so yes, I just.
I thought
Cool.
Yeah, I struggled with 8:30,
Yeah, it was 8:30. Yes.
I think that'd be good. That's 7 a.m.
No.
Alright, no.
All right, well then I think we'll just hit the approval of minutes, we have to approve last meeting's minutes at this meeting, is that a motion? Yes.
I move we approve the December 19th regular meeting minutes.
Second. Do we need a voice vote on this? Yes, okay.
From the secretary, all right, Mr. Michelle,
Yes.
Ms. Neinmeyer, Ms. DeBoer, until I know whether you prefer Ms. or Mrs. Okay, Mrs. Vaughn,
Yes.
Mrs. Tryon,
Yes.
and Ms. Cavell, yes, and Dr. Clausen, yes.
But then for Monday night's meeting, I will take over those roll call votes.
Yes. Okay, then that brings us up to public comments, looks like we've got some members of the public here. Just like every time, we have 3 minutes to address the board.
I think, yeah. I mean, this is no big deal, so this, what it is, we're starting out a new year, new board, new things. There needs to be some formality to the process of meetings. Meetings have structure, meetings have votes, it's a very structured process. I suggest that you take the time to learn the structures of meetings, the way that each meeting is conducted, like how motions are raised, how minutes are raised, how, just the structure of it. It makes it easier for us to hear, it makes it easier for us to be engaged. So there's a process that's part of public meetings. You don't have to be a complete expert, but if you actually do need to do it, you should run according to the structure of meetings.
I would just like to say that I'm disappointed to see that there was a slate proposed. It clearly shows that there was discussion outside of the board this first meeting. The fact that the agenda calls out asking for nominations for each individual officer, and then Ms. Austin, you called for someone to make a motion for a slate, just shows that there was communication prior to this meeting in violation of the Open Meetings Act. So to Doug's point, really looking to start the year off on a better foot, making sure that you guys are adhering to the Open Meetings Act and following Robert's Rules of Order, which would have required a vote on the committee assignments as well. So, thank you.
Any other comments? Okay, thank you. Superintendent's report, Superintendent Beam is unable to be here today, so we will move into board communication. Any communications?
The only thing I will share, I don't know if you two know this, but we have a student advisory council, and there tends to be a meeting every month. They will go through April, and at some point I will reach out to you and see if you'd like to sit in. Superintendent Beam meets with representatives from each of the high schools. Everybody here I think has been to one, just to kind of hang out and see where the lay of the land as far as that goes, what their issues are and whatnot. So I'll track you down and let you know, okay? Totally optional.
I want to make sure Maggie says something, because you're, I assuming, continuing to be the foundation liaison?
I am not actually.
Oh, okay, so this is something to know about.
Yeah, so, the foundation had to change their meeting times, in the fall. And so I teach during the time that their new proposed time is. So I was no longer able to make it. So we kind of didn't have a representative at those meetings for about 4 months because they needed to vote on a new person and talk about a new person, but I still continue to report out their news for them. Elizabeth would email me information, so I could talk about that. But CJ is going to jump into that spot. He's able to make those meeting times. And so starting in January, because did you go to the meeting last week?
Yep, that was one
last
that
week?
you already,
Mhm.
so.
Yeah, so he will start taking over those report outs for the foundation.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it up just to say that was happening there. Got a good introduction last week to everybody and they're hitting the ground running and they're taking grant applications right now. So
And
that's
they changed their grant application a little bit too, to make it a little bit easier for teachers to.
Yeah, it's online and it's a little big, I think made it a little shorter, it sounded like they were removing some excess stuff to make it simpler. And so that's pretty much the main thing that I'll mention on Monday for everybody, that the grant center is open until early February. So, yeah.
I didn't know that.
I can do, yeah, or lays between our two bodies, so we know.
Alright, and you've already been approved and everything, so they have a whole process.
Yes, yeah, that was kind of like nominated, brought up in December when it was not there, and then officially brought on last week when I attended, so ready to go.
Okay.
That's the only thing that I would have to say about that.
Okay. Any other board communications? That's it? Okay, closing remarks? I don't think I have any other than to just say, again, welcome to both of you, and I'm hoping that this is gonna be a great year, and looking forward to working on the strategic plan and moving that forward, and hopefully we'll keep Forest Hills going as strong as before and getting even better. All right, so can we have a motion to adjourn?
And we adjourn.
Second that.
All right,